Hi, everybody. Welcome to Azeroth Roundtable, episode 223. Before we start this episode, I'd just like to let you know that this is actually John and I getting together at Nerdtacular 2017. Unfortunately, the audio quality isn't the best. It's a little unbalanced. So John is a little louder than me, and you know how he is. Sometimes he gets a little exuberant. So just a heads up, here's the raw audio footage from, well, our live show at Nerdtacular 2017. Enjoy.
People can just come on in. It's fine. We're casual.
Yeah, we're cool.
We're good. It's just what's stuff. What if we talked about the World of Warcraft?
Oh,
we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Nerdtacular. My name's John. I'm gonna be the host. Hello. Come on in.
Okay. Come on in. Take a seat.
He doesn't want to sit
Never
down.
mind.
He doesn't want to listen to the show. Don't invite people who don't want to be here. He's just
Okay.
hanging out.
That
We just want to say hi. We're just being polite at this stage. Hi, Ben, first of all.
Hi, John.
How's your Nerdtacular going so far?
Well, did we actually really fully start?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Azeroth Roundtable, live at Nerdtacular.
Episode 223. Woo!
There, we've officially started, right just now.
There we go.
Ben, first off, right out of the gate, how's Nerdtacular treating you?
I gotta say, it's doing pretty good.
That's good. That's good. That's a net
I've quite enjoyed
positive.
myself. Saw quite a few people, and
What are you doing with your phone?
I am putting it on silent so that it doesn't vibrate the table.
Professionalism.
Yeah. Did you do that to your phone?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Think of it as a ticking time bomb. It makes the show more exciting.
Yeah.
People are like, is something going to go off? Am I going to suddenly be deaf? I don't know. Anything could happen.
See, I was on the AIE podcast earlier today, and my sister's actually out of the country. She's in Switzerland right now, and she just decided that it was the perfect time to text me, my mom, my dad, and send pictures and everything. So I put it on silent really quick. By the time I was done, there was 26 new messages. So just in case it happens again, I figured I should probably silence my phone.
Okay, that's a good call.
Yeah,
that's a good call. So, Ben, this is my first Nerdtacular.
I know.
And I made one primary mistake right out of the gate.
What was that?
I slept most of today.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we were up extremely late last night playing a absolutely horribly great card game.
Yep, that's good. We did that. I feel strong. We met a lot of listeners, which has been fun. Some of them are joining us now. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Friends and listener people who are also friends. We're friends with everyone.
Well, okay, so I have to ask. This is your first Nerdtacular.
Okay.
This is my fourth or fifth. I'm not entirely sure.
Show off.
Yeah, pretty much. And so did it meet your expectations? Like, what were you expecting? Because, I mean, you've gone to BlizzCon numerous times. You've been to Comic-Con a couple times. I mean, like, how is this different? How is it similar? And what just kind of blew you away?
I mean, I think, like a lot of people, if we go to BlizzCon, a lot of us go there to find out what's new. I mean, we go to see people, and that's the default answer everybody gets. Well, I go for the people. Yeah, we do, but we also want to know what the new WoW expansion is, because let's be real, that's the world we live in, and we're like, no, tell us.
Like,
tell us, Mike Morheim. Tell us your secrets.
What's the new Heroes of the Storm stuff that's going on?
Yeah. I was keeping it WoW, but thank you for mentioning Heroes of the Storm, because it makes me feel warm and happy every time you do.
Well, hey, at least I didn't call it Core.
Yeah, you know, that Blizzard's best game, Core.
The new Core stuff.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I think we go there for a lot of that. Here, you are going to hang out, interact with, and play with cool people that are into the things you're into, and that is kind of 100% what it's about. And so that was sort of my expectations, and it's met them. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
One big difference is that you were actually, personally invited and brought up on stage to do certain, say, game show things, panels.
I don't want to talk about my game show experience. It wasn't a great showing. But you know what? We lost to the team that won. That was the big thing. I hated to root against Bo and Scott today in the finals, but I wanted to be able to say, if we had to be eliminated, at least we got eliminated by the team that won. Yeah. That's the most important thing to me now.
So it's like, you were
friendship.
You were just a stepping stone to their ultimate victory.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like to think of us as the second place team that didn't have a chance to prove it.
Oh, okay. That works. Yeah, because you totally would have come in second if the bracket was flipped.
Yeah, this is a big case for a losers bracket or Phoenix bracket if you're PC about it. Is that we could have then come back through, wipe the floor with everybody else, come back, and then really just Just
Gotcha.
we would have lost again.
So esports.
Yeah, esports.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for mentioning there was only 4 teams. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't get a chance to play everybody and really just prove our utter dominance over those other teams. I think we had a strong team.
You did, actually.
We had a few holes in our knowledge base.
Which holes would that be? Like TV, movies, video games, and music?
All the categories.
Okay.
We had a thick net for every category, but a net, as you know, allows many things through. And so it was there were flaws, there were problems, but we made it not work very well.
That's okay. It was rather entertaining, which is what matters.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, we should probably mention, this might not be the most World of Warcraft-focused episode.
I can mention it because they're showing Argus stuff. Have you looked at the Argus stuff?
Here?
Yeah, here at Nerdtacular, if you pull out your iPhone and search for 7.3 Argus, you can find out all the hot deets.
No, I actually haven't seen too much on it, but I did see that there are new dog icons and new dog pets. They're like dingoes.
It's like the one thing he was worried about. He's like, are there dogs?
Hey, you're the one who said that there's not enough dogs in the game, and they're adding at least 4 more.
Are they all going to do the same animation, where they wipe their butt on the floor?
Okay, I'm not sure about that because they actually have, it looks like they have different skeletons because they're like dingo-ish. They have like, tall legs, not like little stubby corgi or pug legs, and like longer bodies and
skeletal
stuff.
dogs?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
skeletal dogs.
Here's the...
Actually, you know what? That is probably the skeleton that it's based on. The actual like demon skeletal dogs. Maybe. Stop looking at me like I'm crazy.
You just keep saying skeleton dogs and my brain just goes other places.
They do little skeleton dog dances too.
I feel like it's taken so long to get a lot of dogs in the game and that they all do the same animation. I have a feeling no one at Blizzard actually owns a dog. And that when they were like, we haven't put any dogs in the game, let's just Google what do dogs do.
Okay, they wipe their butt.
Okay, they bark
they
a lot apparently. And then they walk in circles and they wipe their butt on the floor. Got it. We got a dog. We did it.
Oh, they play fetch. I mean, there's choice, but more pets do that. So I'll tell you, it's really weird throwing a ball for an unborn Valkyrie.
Are we on Battle Pets now? Is this what Battle Pets is like every week?
No, kind of.
Are you guys like, hey everybody, welcome to Battle Pets. I'm Al with Aludra.
No,
we're going to talk about cat skeletons today.
No.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
what
I want to imagine that show's like.
2, we jabber a lot.
Okay.
Jibber jabber.
Good thing we don't do that here.
No, never.
Okay, so I did look at some 7.3 stuff.
Okay, so obviously
I'm not going to spoil stuff.
Never mind, we don't go to Argus.
No, we go to Argus. I'll spoil
that. We go to Argus.
They, I don't know if they called it the Argus patch. That's probably not the name they're going to give it. I don't think that would be where they land on the name.
The Tomb of Sargeras.
So,
hey, we're in Argus.
But I'm pretty sure people know. They said it at BlizzCon.
That's
fun. We can talk about that.
And I mean,
Ben, what if I told you Argus was green?
I would not be surprised. I would say I'm so tired of that freaking color in the game.
It's green.
Okay.
But there is some really cool stuff. There's some stuff with like crazy multiple heads.
Yeah, that new mount?
Is it a mount?
There's a new mount with weird multiple heads, and it looks like a nightmare.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somebody who did a Photoshop of Khadgar's head over the top of all the individual heads.
Have you seen the non-Photoshop version?
You mean the version that's in the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I thought the Photoshop was funny. I wasn't like, that Khadgar.
No, I thought maybe you just
always
saw the
getting
Photoshop
into
version.
Such trouble. Multiple heads on an abomination of a body.
Let's see. How did
Wizards,
that come
right?
to be?
No, yeah, I know. I
Okay.
know. It's cool.
I
Also,
will never ride that thing if I get it.
rogues are getting very swashbuckly armor. That's cool.
Cool. Okay.
I don't know what mages are getting.
Probably a stupid disc.
How is your disc going?
I hate it.
Did it make you want to buy a fidget spinner more or less?
Less, actually, because I'm like, I kind of have one in game. All I have to do is, hold down W. No, not W. That goes forward. I had to hold down A.
Next episode, we're going to talk about key bindings.
Yeah. Hey, at least I don't turn with my keys. I've got that on me, at least.
Wait, what?
Yeah, key turning. How like some people run around and then like they don't use the mouse to turn their character and people look down on
they
it.
have to stop. Like they're playing Resident Evil, but in World of Warcraft,
tank
they like walk into a wall for a while and then
That's called lag.
Oh, I can go into Dalaran again.
Oh, okay. So what?
Hey, y'all! I can play World of Warcraft again. It only took a week. They just did maintenance, and then I could play again. That's all it took to fix it. I just had to wait for maintenance.
So basically, they had to turn the servers off and turn them back on again.
I got what I like to consider a WoW timeout.
Without doing anything actually wrong.
Yeah, I got a nasty letter that said, you better watch it, Jagger. We're on to you. But I can play again, and then I didn't because I could play again on the same day that the Diablo 3 Necromancer and Summer Guns Out, Fun's Out. Wait, that's not what it's called. Suns Out, Guns Out. Is that right? That sounds right. Suns Out, Guns Out.
Oh, we have an audience to fact check.
I know. Everybody Google, what's the event in Heroes called right now? Fun's Out,
No, it's
Guns Out.
Sun's Out, Guns Out, because that's what
Sun's
people
Out,
say.
Fun's Out. When the sun's out, that's when the fun... Sun's Out, Guns Out?
Yeah. So you had it right one of those 20 times.
I'm sure people are really glad that I just keep repeating this over and over again.
Let's see. Sun's out, fun's out, fun's out, guns out. No. Shoot, what else rhymes with that?
Somebody sent me a really funny version that was like, sun high, show your thighs. I don't remember what it was. It was good, though.
You should work on that one.
I didn't come up with it. It was tweeted at me. Hecklers. It's fine. Skies high, show your thigh. No.
But you know what? Let's. I want to go back to Argus really quick.
I want to go there, period.
Well, you can, because now you're in Dalaran, and of course, it's just a hop, skip, and jump away.
Yeah.
So, okay, lore question. I don't know how heavy you're going to know the answer to this.
I'm going to stare at you creepily while I take a drink.
Okay.
I just became very aware of that as I was doing it. So now I'm going to point it out and make it awkward.
Okay. Now we can pretend that also, I'm a ventriloquist dummy or something. No, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway.
I always pretended that.
So, Argus. Okay, the whole idea behind the Twisted Nether and demons dying, that's the only place that they can actually fully die and everything like that.
I'm sorry, I'm not listening to you, so I got to say this so I can. What's a pirate's favorite planet?
Is it Argus?
Yep. Okay, good. We've covered it. I'll stop thinking it, and I will listen actively to what you're saying.
Okay,
Please continue.
good, I'm glad. Well, I mean, it's only because you're a rogue. If you weren't a rogue, it wouldn't pop into your mind.
Right, exactly.
Okay, that's great.
Please continue.
It's driving me nuts.
Okay. Please continue, Ben.
So, okay, Argus, Twisting Nether, demons have to die in the Twisting Nether to die fully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the thing. And spoilers for the people who haven't seen it online or beaten Tomb of Sargeras, but you get a new skybox after you beat Tomb of Sargeras, and it's really cool looking.
Okay, we won't go into specifics in case you don't want spoilers.
That's what I said.
We'll just say
new skybox.
New skybox.
Okay, so the big question that I have is, if they're on Argus but technically not in the Twisting Nether, can they still die because there's like enough demonic confluence or something?
Well, geez, Ben.
Oh, let's go to the audience.
That's a real thought puzzle. We got audience feedback. What do you think, sir?
I don't know. It's possible because...
The answer is, I don't know.
I'm glad that we went to the audience so we could get such concrete facts
come here.
as, I don't know.
Okay, so you said it's possible, though. By the way, hello, Old Man Franks.
Hi, Ben. How are you doing?
Doing great. Okay,
In the
talk
microphone,
into the
please.
so
I'm
nice
trying.
people can hear you.
I'm trying, but, you're just so cuddly.
Oh.
I distinctly recall reading something from someone that works at Blizzard saying that when we killed, Archimond in Warlords, that he was legitimately dead because there was a big green portal that was spilling enough Twisting Nether energy out that he was actually legit dead.
Okay.
So it's possible Argus is in the same shape.
Since it's, overrun with demons all over the place.
Since it's kind of like their homeworld, more or less. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was helpful. That was more informative than the I don't know led us
Applause.
to
Come on.
initially
Big
believe.
hand, folks.
I had to collect my thoughts, and that's what comes out when I don't have them collected.
That's fine.
It's possible.
Yeah,
I have two theories.
Okay.
One,
They do, and two, they don't.
thanks, Ben.
You're welcome.
You really let that joke just sail right through.
Okay, what are your theories?
That they do or they don't. You said it.
Darn, I was thinking that you actually had like a good
No,
thought
I
on
had
it.
the joke theory that you said. Okay, let's continue. What, do you have any other questions that I can start to
so,
answer?
If I remember correctly, Argus is the Draenei homeworld?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it like before the demons invaded? Obviously less green, unless it's like maybe trees and stuff.
Well,
It's a
less
theory.
green unless trees and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, instead of like, green pools of everywhere.
Here's what I'm really
glowing
curious
green
about.
stuff.
And I don't know, maybe we are starting to get into spoiler territory now. A little bit.
Well, let's put it this way. We haven't actually dug into anything, so anything we say, if it's correct...
It's a
then-
lot of speculation.
Yeah, that's all it is.
But
We
what
really
I'm going to
have
say is, considering the state of the sky,
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering how permanent that's going to be. Like,
Yeah.
is this going to be something that we just, this is just new? Like when the villain in The Tick started to write chair on the moon?
And then it's just cha.
Yeah, and then it just said cha through the rest of the show? That's a good Tick reference for
Yeah.
everybody to just...
Which, by the way, new live-action series coming to Amazon soon.
Did you get paid for that, Ben?
No.
Okay,
I genuinely
okay.
really like the Tick as a character.
Okay, well, thank you. So
Amazon,
I'm
if you're
wondering
listening,
if in the future, are we going to continue to go there? Is there going to be more things to see? Will there be a change?
Well, let's put it this way. The way I would look at it is, if you look at how patches and everything have progressed in the past, go back to Cataclysm. We had the whole Molten Front thing. Since that's still accessible and you can still get there and everything like that, I would assume it's going to be something similar to that. But maybe only the vehicle to get to that place that's still there. Maybe after the end of the expansion, the skybox goes back to normal.
That's what I'm wondering. And I'm... Also, how are we getting there? I get that it's...
Jump.
Yeah, it's still pretty far.
That's why we got new class mounts.
I mean, we're at a, Earth to the moon situation. It's not like, let me just get on my hippogriff.
Well,
35
Dude,
years
imagine.
later, we're here.
it doesn't take 35 years.
I
to
don't
get from
know
the
how
Earth to
long
the
it
moon.
takes to get from the
Like
Earth
a
to the
couple
moon.
days.
On a hippogriff, Ben.
Well, if it's a really... Okay, if you leave the atmosphere, you have to be going fast enough for that. So I'd assume it's going to be,
I mean, this is already, in theory, in this hypothetical world we've created, that we are thinking both not enough about and too much about.
Well,
It's a hippogriff that can get into space and still continue to live as an animal.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen hippogriff?
That's the
Good
question. African or European?
Probably Cenarian.
Azerothian. Also, my hippogriff has fire on it, and that's
That
not
helps
going to
propel it.
exist in space, though.
No, okay. So does your hippogriff die if the fire goes out? Is it like a Charmander?
I think it... Wait, does the Charmander die if its tail goes
Yeah.
out? Oh, shit.
That's why, okay, so that episode of Pokemon where, he's like in the rain and holding the leaf
That
over
one's
it.
really sad.
Yeah.
That is a downer of an episode.
Oh, yeah.
That meant...
He could have died.
It was dire. And also in the game, when you meet the Pokemon that's waiting for its owner to come back, but the owner just abandoned it and is never coming back.
Yeah.
Messed up. Yeah. Pokemon's messed up. I don't know if anybody knows this, but you should all dive into Pokemon because it is the most messed up thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Like, some of those abilities are absolutely horrific.
Ben, let me ask you a Nerdtacular Pokemon question.
Oh, yes. Okay, this is very important.
Does it concern you at all that we're here in a hotel and ghost-type Pokemon appear?
Yes.
Have you considered that late at night while you're sleeping?
Well, actually, it was early in the morning, and I caught a Haunter, so I was happy. And then realized, oh.
Yeah.
But then again, there's so many different Pokemon that are spawning around this place that I have no idea how it's working.
So wait, are you
I
just
gotta
assuming that if there are ghosts like the deer outside are eating them?
Maybe.
All right, that's cool. Yeah. I didn't know deer could do that.
Look, I caught a Staryu, and I thought they lived in the ocean.
Ben,
or in the mountains.
Well, there's a river, like, right out there somewhere.
Okay.
In a general, there's Staryu in that river.
I caught my first horsey. I was pretty happy about that.
Nice. Well done. I evolved a Krabby. Nice. You know, stuff World of Warcraft people want to know about.
Battle Pets people might be interested.
So, one more thing I want to talk about Nerdtacular.
Okay.
The elevator situation.
Okay.
So, there's already been reactions, and yes, the elevators are incredibly slow, but twice now I have had very unexpected individuals step onto the elevator with me. 3 times. Okay, I got 3 stories. 3 elevator stories real quick.
Okay.
One of them's sort of World of Warcraft related.
Okay.
We'll save that for last.
At the very end, I have a geek out moment that I want to share.
Okay, cool. Moment number 1.
Okay.
Earlier today,
yes.
Going down a few floors, doors open, shirtless dude. Totally ripped. Like, I don't blame him. If I looked like that, I'd probably just be like, I don't need a shirt.
Like ripped as in like The Rock ripped?
Not The Rock ripped, but like the Bruce Lee level where you kind of look like a normal human being, but then you move and it's just like what has happened? Like he's gained 8 people on his body. That.
Okay, that's just making me think of Full Metal Alchemist and all the souls trying to get out of envy. And
yeah, it was just like oh.
Anybody? No? Okay.
I just rolled with it too. It's fine.
Thanks,
Don't worry about it. So that was number 1. Number 2, going down the elevator, it's not surprising. It's a nice resort here and all of that, but all of a sudden, a bride and her bridesmaid got on the elevator.
Yeah, there's a wedding here today.
Yeah, and that was just unexpected. I just didn't expect a bride to get on the elevator. I was just all of a sudden very intimidating. I did. Yeah, and it was definitely not cosplay. If it was, they're doing a very good job of it.
There's actually a LARPing wedding event outside.
Nice. I would go get
Knights
in on that.
Knights are going to be attacking pretty soon.
Just give me a beanbag and I can hook it with the best of them. All right, third one. The one that's World of Warcraft related.
Okay.
So I get in the elevator, and who should be also riding the elevator but Greg, Ghostcrawler Street.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, hey, Greg, and I introduced myself, and I didn't really know what to say, because it didn't seem like fan of your work seemed like a thing you would say to a person. I guess fan of your work would apply, but it just seemed weird. Like, I don't know. It seemed like an odd thing. So I ended up just sounding really awkward, because I was like, hi, Greg, I'm a fan.
Hey, Greg, could you please sign this for me?
So he was nice, but like when the doors opened, he was gone. And I don't think he wanted to be around me anymore, and that's fine. I wouldn't want to either, given how I had just behaved.
Okay.
But then here's the problem. So I went down and I ran into Bo, and he said, hey, I need to get something out of the room. Can we run back up there and you let me in? He didn't have his key yet.
Okay.
So we go back to the elevators. I don't know why Greg was back on the elevator. He was back on the elevator, and I had to be like...
He's like, oh, I've got to...
Hi again.
Clean this geek off of me.
It's me. And he seemed less pleased to see me the second time.
Well... John, I have a geek out story to tell you.
Okay, please do. Because my story was a little sad. I'm feeling down now.
Okay, well, you might feel a little uplifted after this.
Okay.
So I go downstairs. It's right before, or kind of right before the final, Frog Pants All Stars Spectacular. Okay. And so Tatsumi calls me over, and he's like, hey, Ben, introduces me to Greg Street. Yay.
Did he say... Thank goodness we didn't meet in an elevator.
No.
Okay, good.
But, okay, funny story. I did actually ride an elevator with him and said hi. But anyways, different story. So Tatsumi calls me over and everything, and I said, oh, hi, Greg. Nice to meet you. My name is Ben. And then Tatsumi says, yeah, he does Azeroth Roundtable. He's like, oh, I thought I recognized the voice. And I'm like, But, held the composure and everything.
Right.
Managed to not just say, I'm a fan.
Good job.
Thank
You've
you.
already done way better than me. First, okay, here's what I've learned so far. I shouldn't have said I'm a fan in the weirdest way possible. Thing number 2, I should have had Tetsemi there to say from Azeroth Roundtable, because I just assumed he didn't know who I was. I barely know who I am, and I'm with me every day. So I didn't think he would know who I am, who we are, what we do, and apparently he did.
You're lucky I didn't just break out into song. Anyways.
We all are.
Yeah. But, so, I talked to him. I mentioned and said, hey, I'm really happy with all the work that you did on World of Warcraft. It made, helped make the game much better and everything. And said, I'm happy that you're enjoying your job at, Riot with League of Legends and everything. So, it's kind of...
Did you ask him, have you played Heroes of the Storm?
No. I knew not to do that.
I had already burned the bridges. I was ready to burn some bridges.
So you're burning the bridges and the trail back.
But I didn't get that far because it turns out it had all gone real rough.
Okay.
Early.
Well, have you had a chance to talk to Russell Brower?
No.
You need to. He is one of the nicest human beings there is.
I know. I made him cry one year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you step on his foot?
No.
How'd you make him cry?
I was very nice.
Aww.
And it's such a rare thing for me that it's like somebody seeing a unicorn.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's the thing is I just wanted, it's hard to convey to somebody like Russell the level of impact that they have, because it's very easy to look at the music in World of Warcraft and all the Blizzard properties and say, oh, it's the music you listen to while you play the game. But that's not true, because it's the music I listen to when I'm drawing. It's the music I listen to when I'm writing. It's the music that gets me through a hard day at work where I need to focus on other things and can't be in my own head doing other things. I got to let something else keep the creative part of my brain at bay. And I think it's important for people who have that impact on you for them to know that. And so I told him that, and I did it in a very nice way.
Well, very good.
I was nice.
Yeah.
It happens once in a while.
Like once or twice a year.
Sometimes.
Doesn't involve me at all. I get it.
One day, Ben. Hey, Ben.
Yes, John.
You are a good friend.
Aww.
Oh, look at that. I should be nice more often. It gets claps and warm feelings. It makes me feel like there's something beating in my chest for once.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
It's good. That's the power of Nerdtacular.
Yes, it is.
So I've also met a bunch of listeners here, which has been really, really cool and really, really fun. I obviously, with it being, a Frog Pants event, I expected to maybe run into a few people who listen to Core. And were like, and people who were just like, oh, I like that show. But I've ran into so many people that were complimenting Azeroth Roundtable. So I just want to say in general, it's weird to say it right now because we're at the event still. But if you go back and you're like, oh, they recorded a show. Weird. I wonder when they did that. I wonder why nobody at the event told me about it. It's my fault.
Well, technically both of ours. Plus, it was a real spur-of-the-moment thing,
yes,
too.
It was.
We really... okay, so... traditionally, when we do like a live show like this, it's like when do you have free time for this? And then we find out we never really plan ahead because we tend to forget that we know the people who set these things up, and we never think that we're cool enough to do it.
Yeah.
So, just kind of one of those things.
Yeah, it's true. So, but a big shout out to everybody that I've met here who had very nice things to say. That's super cool. Ben and I like to do this show no matter what. We tend to assume nobody ever listens to it, even though we have evidence to the contrary. But hearing it is just super cool and always very nice to meet you.
Exactly. So, when we're out and people say hi, honestly, it's like awesome. So, thank you, everybody. A round of applause for yourselves.
Ben, quick question, just off the top of your head.
Yes.
What's the best class in WoW?
That is easily the monk.
He said the monk! He didn't even say mage. I'm so happy right now.
That's because right now I don't like my class mounts.
Oh, Team Wolf Mage stomping out of the auditorium.
He's played a shaman for most of the expansion. He's on his mage again now. So,
the true magic trick of the mage being other classes and still pretending you're a mage.
That helps. But no, in all honesty, if I had a better class mount, I would still say the mage.
Really, that's the one big divider.
I am so disappointed in it.
It's sad.
It is. Thank you.
Here's a real feeling pat on the shoulder for you, Ben.
It feels so genuine.
Mm-hmm. And then I wipe my hand on my pants.
Yep. Like it's under the table. You guys didn't see it, but I sure did.
I got Ben on me.
Well, okay, let me ask you. What's the best?
Rogue. Didn't even need to finish. Well, actually, you probably should finish it. What did I just say? Rogue 2.
What is the best profession for you to do?
Rogue.
I steal stuff. That's how I get my money.
I like to think of Rogue not so much as a class, but as a lifestyle.
Okay.
I can't tell you the number of things I've justified to myself in real life that I've found acceptable because I play a rogue in World of Warcraft. Like, I'll go someplace and I'll be like, oh, this is a nice pen. I'm going to take this. And when I think that maybe it was
Wait, hold on. Is it like still in a package and say on a store shelf?
Wait, you sound like you're alluding to something I actually did. I haven't shoplifted anything.
I'm just making sure.
Okay.
You're saying things are excusable because you're
little
a pro.
thefts, not big. I bought stuff from the
thefts.
shop here. No, little things.
thefts.
Little things.
So thefts. Thefts.
Yes, thefts.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, like, you know, like these buttons, I have one, but like if I wanted one and I took it and I kept it, the justification in my head would be, well, I play a rogue in World of Warcraft.
You're starting to sound like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, but look, you know, I want that car more than he does.
It's true. It's true. People have said that, like, John, it's weird. You're not big on socializing. I'm not a big socializer. It's hard for me.
You are surprisingly not. You are the most like extroverted introvert that I know.
I know. It's true. And it's because like I would like to just stealthily blend everywhere I go. Like, I mean, live your class. And so Ben, you favoriting the monk and also kind of being a mage, at least enough that you put it in your Twitter profile. Nerd.
Okay, guy who has the made-up last name of his character as his... Oh, you changed it.
I don't! Look at that. Flip the script on you.
Guy who has to use an underscore.
Tuesday.
Yeah, because he can get into Dalaran.
Because I can get into Dalaran. Maintenance day.
John's not a raider. Everybody knows that at this point. Although I will say, when you were introduced up on stage for the Frog Pants All-Stars, Brian did say, John Jagger, who's currently looking for a boss corpse to hide in.
It's accurate, and see, that's the thing. I hide both in game and out of game, which is another trait of the rogue. Like, live your class is my. I want everybody. Okay, here's the point of what I'm getting at. I want everybody to stop for a minute and just examine the class they play in World of Warcraft. Just take a look at it, and I want you to think of how it informs your life. Ben, I'm putting you on the spot.
Okay.
How does your class inform your life?
Well, everybody knows I light things on fire and like things that blow up.
Famed arsonist.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, being a Mistweaver monk, I'd like to think that I'm kind of Zen-ish. Or at least, optimistic and, try not to let things just get me down and just, bring everybody up.
So not at all. I'm the only one who lets their class inform their behavior.
So I'm not like that at all?
No.
I don't.
No, you are.
That.
You're a very optimistic person, Ben.
Well, thanks. Coming from you, I don't know.
Wait, why is that? Why did that get a face?
Coming from you, I never know if that's actually an insult or not because, you're you.
I mean, there are people who probably... Okay, who here thinks being an optimistic person is a good quality?
Almost unanimous.
Almost
Thanks,
unanimous. Almost unanimous. Which is, that's
and
basically...
forced unanimous.
That's basically how I feel about it.
Forced or agree?
I agree.
Okay.
You're my friend.
Yeah.
Look, Han Solo...
I actually have that
needs
on
a Chewbacca. You're Chewbacca.
Oh, okay.
I'm a lovable rogue.
That's stretching it. I wouldn't say lovable. Likeable.
I'm a vaguely entertaining, somewhat rogue. Okay.
Okay, in case the recording didn't pick that up, John, you're C-3PO on Chewbacca's back. Okay, I could be Chewbacca in that instance.
All right, maybe Chewbacca was a bad example. It's led us to some places I don't want to be, and some roads I don't.
Well, let's put it this way.
C-3PO never stole anything.
Well, let's put it this way. You're C-3PO, I'm R2-D2. I'm good with that. You're the kind of jerky guy who beats up on his sidekick friend.
What?
And I fix things.
Did you watch the same Star Wars movies that I saw? I'm clearly R2-D2 to your C-3PO.
Oh, no way.
You're boring. British.
Crikey.
And I don't know, you probably speak different languages.
We?
Yep, see? Nailed it. And I, as we all know, carry a lightsaber in my head.
In your head?
In my head.
Okay.
I don't know. Which crowd who is so smart, which Star Wars characters best represent Ben and I? We actually did this. We took this test. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say who I got.
Who did you get, John? Be honest.
Anakin Skywalker.
That's actually pretty fitting. I'm okay with that.
And everybody was in agreement with it. In fact, I even looked at it and was, yeah, it's probably true.
It's okay. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers that.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like we've
learned a lot about each other.
Learned a lot about each other. We've learned that if you play a rogue, petty larceny is okay.
And being optimistic is almost unanimously good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, good job, Ben. We're going to continue to have fun at Nerdtacular. We might tack some additional stuff onto this episode.
Possibly.
We'll see. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It all depends on what actually happens tonight. You know, if we actually eat dinner together, end up playing games, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I know that there's a place I need to be, maybe.
Oh, probably.
Probably, maybe.
You're important.
And and so we're gonna wrap it up there. But Ben, hey, it's been a blast hanging out with you at Nerdtacular.
Well, John, he didn't mean that. John, where can people find you?
Oh, hey, everybody. If you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at John_Jagger. You can also catch me talking about Heroes of the Storm on Core.
Core.
Thank you. Wow, that was neat. And that's Heroes of the Storm podcast I do, part of the Frog Pants Network. You can find out more information about that at heroesforyou.com. Ben.
Yes, John.
In your best Chewbacca impression, where can people find you? See? I told you he's Chewbacca. He nailed it. That's actually really good. That's better than any other voice he's done on the show.
That's actually really true. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay. So last time I was at Disneyland, we went in
That's where people can find you?
No.
Okay.
I'm telling a story.
Okay. Sorry.
So we
Hello.
went in to do the whole meet and greet with Chewbacca, which it was pretty awesome, I gotta say. So Chewie's there and everything, and they've got like some sort of modulation thing so that it actually makes Wookiee noises and stuff, whereas every other Disney character can't talk or do anything and stuff like that. So I do my Wookiee impersonation, and he is like, oh, like taken aback and gives me a gigantic hug, and I'm just like, this is really cool. For a minute there, I was meeting Chewbacca. So, anyways, to find me on Twitter, I am at Ben the Mage. I also do another show with Ludra called Battle Pets, where we talk about
Pets.
Thank you.
Nobody else joined in. Let's
Thanks.
try that one more time.
So
I think Ben deserves the full experience.
So I do a show with Ludra called Battle Pets.
Battle Pets.
You guys are awesome. Which is all about pet battles and battle
We
pets.
scared
in
a
the world of
Jedi
Warcraft.
that was walking by. I just want to point that out. That right as we did that, there was a Jedi man walking by, and we scared him.
A Jedi man. Jedi man.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, Battle Pets. This show, however, You can find us on Twitter. We are at AzerothRT. Any questions, comments, complaints about this episode, which I don't see why you would, send those to AzerothRoundtable@gmail.com. And, of course, all of our episodes are available on AzerothRoundtable.com, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, Alpha Geek Radio, everywhere you can possibly find us.
And this is the point of the show where I would thank our patrons, but I don't have a list of patrons in front of me, so I can't really do it. So if you're a new patron, thank you. And if you're part of the Murloc Club, I'll say your name at some point.
Yes.
In my sleep.
That works. But in the meantime, everybody, thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause for being awesome. We love seeing you. And thank you very much for joining us. And with that, Nerdtacular out!
Oh, do you want a high five, or was that just like a general, like,
woo!
I'm waving to people?
It was an I'm waving to people kind of
thing.
Yeah.
Good. It was.
Yeah.
It was emotional.
It's like a woo! So, yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.